Spencer DuPuis with you live from Allen Fieldhouse. This one is going to be a quick instant reaction with the KU women getting ready to get going here in just about 50 minutes, and the music playing in the background ahead of their matchup set for 4:30 p.m. with Cincinnati. You can watch that on ESPN Plus, but we're here to talk about KU men's basketball's win over Utah. Cruising fashion. Bill Self calls off the Dogs with just under 2 minutes left. He brings the bench on to play. It wasn't a great game the entirety, but KU wins it 71-59. Their win streak now goes to 7. They're 10-1 at home, 8-2 in the Big 12, 18-5 overall. They continue to run, and it was kind of hard to not overlook Utah with the potential of a number one or top 10 matchup, you would say, because with KU's win over Texas Tech on Monday, they're probably, and with a win today, they would get into the top 10 most likely on the AP. With Arizona, I have yet to check the Arizona score. I'm going to do that as we speak. I think they're actually playing. No, they are up 26-18 as we speak in Stillwater. So they are looking like they could be cruising and stay the number one team in the country regardless. It'll be a top 10 matchup in here on Monday night, but let's break down this one first. 71-59 victory over Utah for Kansas, leading at halftime 38-31, and then outscoring Utah 33-28 in the second half. Darren Peterson comes out for a bit, but he does finish the game, just missing a total of 6 minutes in the contest as he scores 14 points, 5 of 12 shooting, 3 of 5 at the charity stripe. Not a great day for him from beyond the arc. I was really excited to get back in Allen Fieldhouse for the first time of the season to see Darren Peterson, and he's fun to watch, don't get me wrong, but him going 1 for 5 today, a little disappointed. I bet he's a little disappointed as well, but leading the way for KU today, Flory Bidunga doing it on the offensive end, doing it on the defensive end. He scored 17 points in this one, a double-double, 10 rebounds, 7 of those defensively to go along with 7 block shots. He was all over the rim against these Utes big men down low, and he was the player of the game. If we were picking a player of the game, all around great afternoon for Flory Bidunga. Trey White scores 16 points. Unfortunately, he goes 0 for beyond the arc to go along with 6 boards in this one, 7 of 15 from the floor. Melvin Council Jr., man, the students, the crowd here at Allen Fieldhouse gets hyped for the dog, man. He scored 11 points, 5 of 11, only hit 1 of 4 from beyond the arc. He actually left with a few minutes left to go in the first half. He comes back down the tunnel. They took him to the locker room to get checked out. He had a hard fall under the basket. They take him to the locker room. He runs back through the tunnel, gets some cheers from the crowd, and then next thing you know, he is running back out on the court. Respect for that man for coming back on the court immediately. Then you get 14 points from Darren Peterson, as I just mentioned. He had 3 turnovers today. Not the best day for him, but you'll take it as a guy who wasn't going to play the entire game, I didn't think, with this huge game coming up on Monday, and it seems like maybe that's a precursor, right? It seems like with these big Monday games, they're going to get him 100% of the game, like he played nearly, if not, I believe, the entire game against Texas Tech on Monday. So he plays 34 minutes in this one. We mentioned Melvin Council Jr. with 11 points. It was 8 points for Bryson Tiller, 2 of 4 from the floor. He played some big minutes in there. A little boy, he had 5 boards on the night, 4 assists. Melvin Council Jr. also had 6 dimes in this one. But if you look at this game, Bill Self empties the bench. They cruise the final couple minutes. It's a 12-point win, don't get me wrong, but it basically was where are we putting this lead? When Bill Self took out the Dogs, it was 71-55. So a 16-point margin at that point when he took out the squad and put in the bench. It is a big win for KU. in this one. And when you look at how they shot, they outshot Utah 50% to 40% from the field, 28 for 56, 22 for 55. KU is not a great day from beyond the arc, but that a lot of these KU teams, they don't have great days from beyond the arc. 3 of 18, 17%. They were outshot by Utah. 5 of 18, 28%. They were just two more efficient at the charity stripe, 12 of 16 compared to 10 of 16. Only 10 turnovers, 12 for Utah. 14 points off the turnovers for KU compared to 6. Total rebounds, KU out-rebounded Utah 36 to 32. And again, the blocks, 7 from Flory Bidunga. 10 total for the game for KU, out-blocking the Utes 10 to 5. And KU led for 33. So all but 3 minutes and 57 seconds they led in this game. The game was tied about 5 times early on, but really late in that game, KU, probably about under 8 media timeout left in the second half, KU really just took over. Looking at Utah stats, Dawes led the way with 22 points. He was 10 of 13 from the field, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. He kind of got going early, which led out to an early lead for Utah, but KU comes back into this one. 16 points for Terrence Brown, 12 points for McHenry. Dawes has a double-double with 12 rebounds as well, but KU improves to 18-5 and 8-2 in the conference. They are now 10-1 at home. Their win streak is to 7, and it looks like it'll be a top 10 matchup in Allen Fieldhouse come Monday on Big Monday. Wishing I was going to be here for that one. Unfortunately, I will not. But Arizona leading Oklahoma State as we speak 31-18. Should be a good one on Monday night here in Allen Fieldhouse. Get a look at the comments so far. Shout out Vance. It was a great game to watch. KU kind of did break a sweat in this one, but obviously it was an easy victory for them in the end. Able to call off the dogs. Bill Self brings in the bench for the last few minute and 50 seconds of the ball game. So KU's heading into this one, heading into Monday's game on a high, and that's how you want it to be. KU is peaking at the right time, I think, right now as we head into February. It's going to be a tough week for them, though, coming up because they'll have Big Monday, an 8 p.m. tip on ESPN. Then next Saturday the 14th, Valentine's Day, they head up to Hilton Coliseum. It's going to be a tough one up there in Ames. 12 p.m. noon tip-off, and then they're on the road at Stillwater, taking on Oklahoma State Wednesday the 18th, 8 p.m. tip on Peacock. Then they come home for a 12 p.m. tip on the 21st against Cincinnati, and then they're hosting Houston the 23rd, Monday, another big Monday game. It's a big month for big Monday games, I'll say that. As we head into the end of last month, into this month, or actually beginning of this month. Big month for big Monday games, but KU wins it in this one, 71-59. Flory Bidunga, the player of the game, doing it on the offensive end and on the defensive end. Bidunga scores 17 points, 7 of 8 from the field, 10 rebounds, and 7 block shots for the sophomore. And KU improves to 18-5 and 8-2 in the Big 12. They have now won 7 in a row, 10-1 at Allen Fieldhouse. Such a great place to play. And we'll break things down more on Monday. We will preview that big game against Arizona on 580 Sports Talk from 3 until 6. I'm Spencer DuPuis saying so long. I will talk to you Monday just after 4 o'clock.